Why, hello there, friends. I should say good morning because it's early as F right now where I am, but and when I'm doing this voiceover, but hello there, friends, and welcome back to the channel. If you are new around these parts, hello. Thank you so much for clicking. In today's video, I'm doing a plan with me for the week of June 30th. So basically the first week of July. This is 4th of July week. We'll get into that in a second. I am using cluster because I just can't think of anything more appropriate since we are living in an actual cluster at the moment. From my shop, caféwithanna.com. This art is by Clip Art Kits. I was very intentional about putting the box that I put on Friday. And yeah, foil. I'm like, what else? Clip art kits in my shop, caféwithanna.com foil. So I decided to pair this with, which I'm very excited about the foil combo, even though it's such a trash week. I'm deciding to pair it with Midnight Underlays from Planet Hannah, and then I have Shattered Pink Stripe 2 underlays from Planet Hannah. And I feel like I might be at the point with Shattered Pink where I'm starting to make it like part of my personality. Like it's giving a little bit of Domi and lemongrass. Like y'all know Domi and y'all know lemongrass. Like it's giving a little bit of Domi lemongrass. I have my coffee right here because it's 7:30 a.m. So I'm gonna sip it. Hang on one sec. All right, sorry. I probably should have had a little bit more coffee before I started this voiceover, but we're running on quite low time, so we're going to take advantage of our time. But that is everything for the foil. I think I pulled in Bow 5 washi from Planet Hannah. I'm pretty sure in Midnight. I think I happened to just find that in my stash, so I was really excited because I was like, perfect, this matches, I don't have to buy another one. So I pulled in the Bow 5 washi overlay from Planet Hannah in Midnight, and I think the confetti washi overlay from Planet Hannah as well in Midnight. So also of note, if you bought the Boo and Breakfast kit from my shop, which I'll try to remember to put a picture here now, editing me, do not fail me. If you bought that, I feel like this combo would be amazing with that. Even if you don't want to do the stripes underlays, if you'd rather do like a Halloween themed underlay, baby, I think that's the route I'm going. I think that might be the route that I'm going. It's going to be very like monochromatic in nature for sure. Like it's just going to be a blend, but I think it's going to be fire, honestly. So note that in your back pocket if you need foil suggestions for that kit. I think this would be stunning. Y'all, we are living in just such horrifying times right now. My goodness. Like every single day brings more horrendous happenings, more horrendous incidents. Crazy. It's just crazy. If I really wanted to sit here and go through everything that has been going on in the last several months, it would take up like 4 plan with me's, to be honest with you. And it's wild. All of it is insane. Like, all of it is insane. Like, to every day have to wake up to something, it feels like more horrendous than the last day, and then still be expected to operate and function as if nothing's happening. Because that's what's happening. Like, get up and go to work and live my life as if society isn't falling apart. Like, it's such a bizarre thing. I think the only words of wisdom that I think I can share with y'all is to, one, try to follow people with some journalistic integrity. They are still out there. You're not going to find them. You're not going to find them in mainstream media. I hate to break it to you. Like, find ones that you trust to get your information. I'm just at a loss of words because like, I want to ask, how did we get here? But I know the answer to that question. Do you know what I mean? Like, I want to sit here sometimes and be like, how the fuck did we get here? But I know how we got here. Unrelated, but y'all might hear the neighbor's dog barking in the background. There he goes. Anytime he's left alone, he barks. Anytime. Anytime. So, and he's not left alone often. Like, usually either one of them is home or they'll take him with them. But apparently that did not happen today because he is barking today. So I'm so sorry if you can hear that in the background. This is basically the only time I have to film. I don't think it's going to come through very much on the voiceover. So hopefully it doesn't bug y'all. And it should only be like this portion of the voiceover. It should go back to not having a dog barking in the background because I'm just kind of redoing this portion. But yeah, y'all, it's just a really difficult time to be alive. Like, I can't enjoy ice cream. Like, just to put it in layman's terms, like super like basic need, or not basic need, like a super basic thing that should not be affected by what's going on is ice cream. And like, I can't even Ben and Jerry's. Like, what is going on? Like, what is going on? And that minimizes it because there's things, I know that there are things that are way more important being affected, but like the fact that it has affected something that should be so far removed from anything that's going on, I feel like is the perfect context to give you of like how bad it is. Truly how bad it is. Of course, here goes my alarm. Cause yeah, I'm up, I promise. Yeah. I don't even know. But I'm not going to get into all of that because we'd be here for about 4 Plan With Me's if I really got into all the things I wanted to get into and if I cussed all the people out that I wanted to cuss out. So instead of doing that, we're going to talk about lighter things. So a couple things. One, by the time y'all see this, new releases should be live. So new releases are in the shop, which is very exciting. Y'all have seen, I think I might have mentioned it actually in the haul that just went live. I'm not entirely sure when this video is going live, but I think I mentioned it in that haul that I was working on a pop culture set. So by now all of y'all know what it was. And I am so just overwhelmed by the amount of love for it. Like, y'all, you think, you create things and you hope that it hits for people, right? You just hope it does. And you put it out there and you just see what happens. But it's rare that something hits for so many people. Like, it's real hard, which I'm sure y'all can imagine to cater to so many different planning styles, preferences, likes, dislikes. Like, it is hard to create something that everyone can agree that they love. And so whenever you hit that, and obviously still not everyone is going to love it, but when you hit that and it affects or it moves most people, like, that's pretty cool. So I'm so thankful for y'all. Thank you so much for your shares. Oh my gosh, for your kind words, for your messages, for your funny posts. I've just been having a ball with some of your posts. They've been cracking me up. Thank you so much. I am just like, I don't even know. I don't understand my life sometimes. Sometimes I'm just like, what is this life I live? Shout out, of course, to the Nelly of Clip Art Kits, who y'all know I work with so often to bring y'all a lot of these exclusive sets. And she is just a whole motherfucking queen. Like, I don't know. I don't know what else to tell you. Just a whole queen. And I'm just so thankful for her. Because honestly, y'all know, there's so many sets that I have done with her, and the shop just frankly doesn't have the success that it has without her. And to be honest, I think for a lot of the community, she has been keeping it together. Like, she has been probably releasing the most consistently. Like, I can't think of another artist that has released art consistently, or as consistently as she has in probably the last year or two. And so I think we're all grateful for Nelly. So Shout out to you, girl. So yeah, so new releases are in the shop. We have Oz in the shop. I'll try to pop in pictures of the kits. It is available now. I'm so excited. I haven't printed it yet to see what it looks like printed. But I'm really excited because it's really bright and it feels like you stepped into Oz, and that's what I wanted. So I'm really excited to see that printed. I was able to put together another Halloween kit to the dismay of some of you. Y'all, I swear, I was going to scrap it because I was so frustrated one night, y'all. I was like, I don't care. You already paid for this art, but it's just going to sit there because I don't know how you're going to make it work. And I just kept like messing with the boxes. And sometimes when that happens, I'm usually not ever at the point where I was with this kit where I was like, I'm just giving up. Usually I'm just like, you need to step away. Like, you need to step away, go for a walk, take a couple days and come back. Get it together. So, but with this one, I was like, I'm not doing this. I'm just going to waste the money. I'm not releasing it. Like, I hate this. This was the drama in me talking. And I was happy with a lot of the boxes, but I couldn't get like, and with my kits, it's a little different because I have extra full boxes in the kit. Like most kits have, your 8 standard in the front, and then they'll have like 1 on the washi page usually, and they'll have 2 somewhere else throughout the kit. I have my full 8 in the front. I have the washi page, and then I have 4 extras throughout the kit. So it becomes a little more challenging, especially when, it's a regular art set release. I don't have control over the clip arts and the things offered. And, it feels like I don't have enough stuff. And, I try my best not to duplicate boxes, but I did have to do it with this set because there just wasn't enough clip art. But I think, it's manageable enough to where you'd have enough full boxes, which is the goal, right? So I'm so happy with how it ended up turning out. So once I finished it, I was like, now wait a minute, this looks kind of good. Y'all, if y'all could see the conversations I have with myself when I'm designing sometimes, it's really quite hilarious. I'm like, girl, what is this? Like, what are you doing? And then other times I'm like, a bitch, this looks good. Like, those are the conversations I'm having with myself. So, so Fright Night is in shop. It will be the last Halloween collection coming to the shop, unless there is a regular art release that someone does that's just remarkable, which I don't anticipate at this point. So this will be the last Halloween collection coming to the shop. So your kit lineups, although might be shambling and a mess right now, I do apologize, will not be threatened again, at least in the near future, from me. So, for whatever that's worth, you've got that. But yeah, it was fun to design that. And then for the Oz kit, I just cried, y'all. I just cried. I posted this on Instagram. I cried designing it the whole damn time, because I kept watching that Oscar performance and like, oh my God, like, oof. And what's funny is during the press tour for the first movie, like folks had their panties in a whole bunch. I mean, in a whole bunch over how these women were crying in all the interviews. And I'm like, and then I watched the movie, and then I saw the Oscars performance, and I'm like, oh, I was not one of those people who had their panties in a bunch. Let the record show. I love them down. I think the relationship that they have developed through this is beautiful. But like after watching the movie and listening to the music, and this is someone I haven't had any exposure to Wicked. Like I knew it existed, but I never saw the show. I didn't even know there were books, never read the books. But after watching those things, I'm like, oh, I'd be crying in the interviews too. I'd be crying all the time. There is just something so incredible about Elphaba being a Black woman, considering the development of that character, at least through the first movie. I actually do not know what happens, because again, I don't have any exposure to Wicked outside of these movies. And so we'll see what happens in the second movie, but definitely in the first movie, for that character development to be a Black woman is really incredible. And watching them, that Oscar performance really was what inspired the kit, because that's what they did. They took all of Oz. That's my alarm to tell me to get the F up, ho. Get the F up. Hold on. Yeah, I'm up. It literally says wake up for the alarm. It says wake up. Anyways, what was I saying? Oh, that's basically what they did for the Oscar performance. Like, they invited you to Oz and they paid homage to The Wizard of Oz, which is such a favorite and a classic for me. And they paid homage to The Wiz, which I thought was so important. And like, I feel like Cynthia had a hand on that. I don't want to say that she did absolutely, but I feel like she had a hand in that, and it was so important. And she sang home. Yeah, and that's where the waterwork started for me. Like, home. I didn't, when I first watched that performance, I didn't realize that it was home for a while, because I haven't watched The Wiz as much as I've watched Wicked. Like, I've seen The Wiz in bits and pieces throughout my life, and then I finally sat down and watched it either last year or earlier this year, like for the first time, like fully watched it through. Even though, again, I had seen bits and pieces, like I was familiar with the music, ease on down, like, yes, hell yes. Diana Ross, Michael Jackson, hell yes. So I was familiar with it, but I grew up with The Wizard of Oz, not as much with The Wiz. And so when I realized that it was home, which home, for those who know, home is an incredible song. Oh my God. And specifically, like, I think it just hit me in a time in my life where I was missing home. And like, I'm in my home right now, like, but home in the sense of like two healthy parents, no worries, no bills, friends nearby, like home in that way, like that feeling, that safety and security feeling that you just don't really get again. Like, of course I have Bay and he makes me feel safe and secure in ways, of course. But like that feeling, that home feeling is really hard to capture again. So listening to her sing home, yo, hand me the tissues. I was done. And then they sang Defying Gravity. And that woman, that war cry, and nobody, I can't in all of Oz, ho, in all of Oz, like, I can't. There is like a spiritual something that moves through me every time I hear that war cry come out of that black woman. It's just, I can't articulate it. I can't, if you know, you just know. I can't articulate it. It is like, it's like a war cry for all black women. I don't know how else to say it. Like, it feels like she's carrying everybody when she sings those lines, even though I know that's not the context it's in. That's what it feels like. There's such an ownership in that moment. It's just beautiful. And so I was a bawling ass mess designing that kit, for sure. So it was amazing. And then the last kit that I'm releasing is the Huntrix kit, which is based off K-pop Demon Hunters, which I did get a chance to watch. I know folks are raving about it. I did really enjoy the story. And of course the music is musicking. The music's musicking. Nah, I'm not finna hold you. The musicking. So I enjoyed that too. And I struggled a little bit with that one just because I really wanted to do it justice. So I think it came out good. I don't know if I'm obsessed with it, but I do think it came out good. Also, it's an art set that a lot of people have used. And so you can only, sometimes when that happens, there's only so much like uniqueness you can put on your take of it. So, but yeah, but I'm happy with how it turned out. I was playing around with doing 4 releases, like 4 kits, and I was like, you know what, we're gonna do 3. Like, last release was a lot. We had 5 kits, we had the retiring sale, so I'm like, I think we need to ease into this one. Like, if you want to keep this as consistent as possible, like this flow of releases, I think you need to ease in. So really excited. Thank you all again for all of the support. So yeah, that is what's new in the shop as far as current orders, so orders prior to these new releases. I'm planning to get those out this week, hopefully, which by the time y'all are seeing this, hopefully you would have gotten shipping notifications, because I think this is going to go up after my haul, which the haul is going up today. So hopefully by the time y'all see this, you've received shipping notifications and maybe even your orders are on your way to you. So if you have a current open order, I am working on finishing those up this week so that I can focus on new orders, hopefully, because new releases are not live yet while I'm doing the voiceover, but I know they will be once y'all see this video. So hopefully I'll be working on open orders from this new release next week. So yeah, so yes, we're somehow managing the fall semester and having a couple releases within it, which is kind of crazy. So we'll see where we go with that. But after this, I'm gonna reassess and kind of see where I'm at. We'll probably be up for Christmas art, which there is not a single Christmas set in the shop, and there is not anything more me than that. But I do want to change that. So we'll see how the times come. But if I'm able to, I would like to change that. So one, we'll see first regular art releases, which I don't think I've seen a single Christmas one yet, but I do think they're coming. I know Jen of Jen Joy Plans, I think, posted about like Christmas sets last week. And she posted like a story just asking like when we think it will come out and if we'll get Christmas art. I think we'll definitely get Christmas art. I don't think that's ever in question. Now, when it will come out, I think it'll probably come out at the end of the month. So we're probably pretty close to seeing some Christmas art, which is so strange for me because one, I'm planning summer still, like as in regards to like planning releases in that season. We're very much in Halloween. I know I'm going to start seeing Halloween spread soon and I'm not ready because I'm nowhere near it. And so I'm going to be sad. But then as a shop owner, I need to think about Christmas so that y'all get like kits on time, can get foil, can have everything for your lineups. So yeah, it's a strange thing to be planning summer, thinking Halloween, well, back planning summer, thinking Halloween, and then planning future Christmas spreads or Christmas kits. So anyways, if y'all want to see something Christmas related that you haven't seen or that you just would really love to see or haven't seen much of, let me know in the comments. I am juggling a couple things that are on the short list, but I'd be happy to hear from y'all what y'all would like to see as well. So drop it down below in the comments. That's everything for shop updates. In just life and pop culture world, my beautiful Benito, which Bunny, I love him so much, y'all. He's just the best. So Bad Bunny recently announced that he will be doing, so he was, if you don't know, if you've been living under a rock, Bad Bunny was doing a residency in Puerto Rico to celebrate his very, very, very Puerto Rican album that came out earlier this year. He's been doing it for like a month or two, I think, in PR. And he had the last show on Sunday, the 14th. And then he just announced today, well, yesterday, which was the 15th, that he will be doing one more, like it'll be his final show on the 20th of September. So that's this Saturday. And it will be, the gag is it will be live streamed through Amazon Music. But not only that, y'all, because this is why my faves are iconic. He is also partnering with Amazon for some wonderful initiatives for Puerto Rico and the people of Puerto Rico. So he's doing, gosh, where's my phone? I'm going to look it up because I truly don't want to get it wrong. I did search it on, share it, I should say, on my social media. So you probably saw it there if you're, if you're on social media like that, you might have caught it there. Hold on. He's doing it on September 20th, the last and final show that will be live stream, which will be is it 10-year anniversary? I don't know how many years, but it's the anniversary of Hurricane Maria, which was just devastating for the island. If some of you don't remember, Google is your friend. And then, okay, this collaboration also extends far beyond the stage, as Amazon and Bad Bunny are launching long-term programs designed to strengthen Puerto Rico's future. So expanding STEM curriculum and resources for students and teachers, and then initiatives to support local farmers and improve access to fresh produce. And then the launch of Compra Local on Amazon.com, a new hub for Puerto Rican products under the Hecho and PR seal, boosting visibility for local Puerto Rican businesses. I mean, come on. Like, these are the people that I'm going to stand. I'm so sorry. Like, these are the people. These are the people that I want to stand, because that is amazing. Not only is he live streaming to make it accessible to folks who couldn't go to the show, that's one thing. He's also making sure that, hey, Amazon, you're going to profit off of me. Well, I need you to give some of that back to the Puerto Rican community. Fuck yes. Oh, it just makes me so happy when people do shit like this. Yes. I will love Benito forever and ever and ever. This spread is almost over. What a kickoff to Latinx, Hispanic, Latino, Latina Heritage Month. Thank you so much for watching. I love y'all. See you in the next one. Bye.